welcome to UnDivorceable. I'm PJ.
And I'm Kitty.
Now today's topic, we're going to talk about cheating. Here we're going to talk about betrayal. But the real issue here is betrayal. Most people associate betrayal and cheating. They put them together. Now I'm saying cheating is not the only betrayal. So Kitty, what are other betrayals in relationships?
Yes, most people are looking at cheating as being the ultimate betrayal. And depending on your priority, it just may be. However, there are many other betrayals in a relationship that could possibly lead to the act of cheating.
Absolutely, I agree. Now, when you cheat, you know that's the obvious thing. Most women, most men, that's the number one thing in most relationships is cheating. But let's talk about other betrayals that causes people to break up. Let's talk about other betrayals that are big hindrances in relationships. Now, one betrayal that I know is lack of support.
Yes, and that's big on both men and women. When you're in this relationship, you really need the support of the person that you have chosen to be in your life. And when you're going through life and you're going through situations and you don't feel like that person has your back or is supporting you, that is a betrayal. That is a hurt.
So what is an example
that really
of that?
matters.
What is an example of a lack of support?
A lack of support could be you want to start a business.
Okay.
Right? I want to start a business. And I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it. I've thought it through. It's something that I'm passionate about. But then I bring it to the person that I'm connected with in my relationship.
Right.
And
they don't support you.
And he spits on it. Oh, you don't need to be doing that. Or, you know, what you want to do that for? My homegirl girlfriend did that, and she make no money on it. You know, and
but when you talk to your coworker guy friend about it, he all in.
Oh, he all.
Okay.
Wait a minute! Don't get on my street. We ain't talking about me.
Saying.
We are not talking about me.
But that's a betrayal, though.
I heard.
Especially when you're deserving of it, right?
Especially if I'm deserving of it. Especially if I have been supporting your dreams. I have, let you quit your job several times. Okay. I've supported you through going back to school. I've taken care of the household bills and everything, letting you follow your dream.
Right.
But when it's time for my dream, it's like, no, like I don't have money for that. What about these kids? How much time you gonna take doing that? Ain't it time to go to bed? I thought you was cooking today.
Right.
That is a betrayal, and depending on the type of betrayal that happens, it depends on how it begins to eat away at the core of your relationship.
Right. So I got another one. Another one is of a betrayal situation would be talking to your parents about something that went on into your own home.
Oh,
what about that?
Yes.
Sharing confidential information with parents or with friends that shouldn't even never got out the house.
Now, I know for women, a lot of times we are raised to be talkers. So sometimes we don't even think about what we're talking and how we're talking unless we've had an elder friend or an elder mentor us about what stays in your house. You don't necessarily bring family and friends into it, because family and friends don't forgive even when you do.
Right.
So then it becomes a situation to where they're looking at you like, oh, I can't believe you stayed in that situation.
Because you don't talk about your spouse.
Exactly, because you're going to talk about it. But from a man's standpoint, how do men feel when they figure out that their woman has been talking to their friends about what's going on, been talking to their family?
From a guy's standpoint, we that's devastating. If my wife going back talking about what I did or what I said to her, and then she's still gonna be with me, and I still got to come around her family, that's a problem for me, especially if I know that, because you don't betray my confidence. That's betrayal. You know what I'm saying? You don't went behind my back talking about me to your family. Now I have to go over there and be in the fire all the time. So now I don't even want to go around your family. So now you're about to have a problem with me because I don't go around your family.
Right, so it leads to the next thing.
It leads to the ultimate betrayal, which is cheating.
Ultimate betrayal, which is
because cheating been the number one betrayal, right? That's what we said. Right. That's the number one thing that everybody talk about.
Right. But what about betrayals in finances?
Betrayal in finance, spending money, hiding money, sneaking around. All those things are very, very, very terrible to a relationship. Betrayal is betrayal. I don't care how you look at it. Betrayal is being sneaky, going behind somebody's back, doing something you ought not be doing. That is what betrayal is. And not just cheating. It's financial, it's support, it's lack. It's the lack of all those things.
Well, what do you say in the area of finances when you hear a lot of women talk about, oh, well, he's supposed to be doing that for me. He's supposed to be doing it. As my man, he's supposed to be doing that. He's supposed to be doing this.
Right. I mean, if real men, if you're a real man or a real woman, you're gonna do what you're required to do and some. The responsibility of the relationship, you're gonna take that on. So supposed to do this and supposed to do that, that's evident. Nobody even have to speak on that. It's not what we supposed to do. It's supporting me and always supporting me. Sometimes you gotta support your spouse, or you may even when they're wrong, in front of other people. And then when you get behind closed doors, you let them know, hey, you shouldn't have said that, or you shouldn't have did this. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Exactly. So from a man's standpoint, so when they are, how does the finances become a part of the betrayal when you're paying the mortgage, you're paying most of the bills in the house, you are, taking care of the lawn, you are taking care of the kids. A lot of times, a lot of men are taking care of the housework in the house. They're doing all of these things, but then when it comes to her turn to support you financially in a situation and it doesn't happen, is that a betrayal for most men?
It's a betrayal because I've given you the trust that I'm gonna take care of the kids, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna take care of the mortgage. You trusted me. You entrusted me with all that. So when it comes to me wanting to do something, want to accomplish something, I feel like the same trust and respect and things I've given you, you should give me the same. It shouldn't be one-sided ever in a relationship. And so that's where the problem comes in. That if you don't look after me, then guess what? I'm probably ain't gonna look after you at some point.
Wow.
I said at some point, it gradually gets to that. It don't happen overnight most of the time. It takes time to get there. You keep slapping me, eventually I'm gonna go slap you. And it shouldn't go that way, but that's usually how it goes. And that's usually how people get divorced. And that's why we have this show called UnDivorceable, so you won't get divorced. So take this information that Philip and Kitty has given you and cherish it and hold on to it and utilize it for your own life.
Absolutely. And again, we're talking about cheating, which we know is an ultimate betrayal. But y'all, there are other things that are happening in your households. There are other things that are happening in your connections with people that are also betrayals. You're just not putting that name to it. When you don't support the person that you have chosen financially, when you don't support exactly
mentally,
emotionally,
all those areas.
All of those areas. When you sit back and think about it, when you're hurting somebody to that degree who is relying on you, that is an ultimate betrayal.
And when somebody else step in and fill in the gap where you haven't filled in, don't get mad. Now that's today's show. We thank you guys for joining us. I'm PJ.
And I'm Kitty.
Till next time, love,
peace,
and togetherness.
And don't forget to subscribe, hit us up on Instagram, make a comment, and we love to hear what you have to say. We will respond. As always, have a great day.
Thank you.